So far, like we discussed, we have the benefits, the USPs, the social proofs, the FOMOs, the CTA, the psychological factors, all in this place. Now, what we are going to do, friends, is we are going to combine our keywords with these very strong terms. In the between, we are also going to use filler words like online, like your. All these words tend to have a very strong impact. A word like your gives you a sense of personalization when you are trying to speak with your customers. A keyword like grand, a keyword like majestic. What these things basically do is they give you a sense of something big which is coming your way. So we are also going to use these filler psychological words in our benefit wherever and however possible. The basic idea, friends, is to use all these things combined with the hyper targeting that I was talking to you about. And trust me, both these factors combined will give you 7x improvement in the clicks that you are already getting only with the power of right ad copies. So let's jump down to our section. The first is our generic category, which talks about a 2 BHK house plan. So the idea is to always start with 3 ads per certain ad group. Now, what is an ad group? Like I discussed, an ad group is a container of similar ads and a container of similar ad keywords. So here, if you can see, we have categorized this. So this generic becomes one of our ad group. So you can name this ad group as generic itself. All these keywords will be a part of your generic keyword ad group, and we can start writing headlines for these specific things. Now, the thing is, because these are generic, if you remember, these are one of those low competition keyword, because these guys are not exactly looking for your product and service. They are looking for something related to that product and service. And that is why what you are going to show them is your ad, but it talks about something which will make them want to click and buy your product and service. So this is like a very early stage nurturing, if we put it. Like discussed before as well, if I am trying to sell somebody a house, an EMI calculator or a loan application keyword is something that we will also target and try to reach out to these people before the actual competition is reaching out to them. And that's why where the competition is high, the bid is higher. And here there is no competition. And that's why the bid is very low. If we try and get these guys to convert to a product or service, that conversion will be at a very minimum cost. And that's why we will start with this. So here, if you see the trend of the keyword, 2 BHK house plan, 2 BHK plan, flat plan, bungalow plan, 2 BHK floor plan. Here, all these folks who have a very high search volume, if you can see, all these have an average monthly search of 500, all these things. So at least 500 people on a monthly basis are searching for a 2 BHK house plan. So first, it is very important for us to understand why would someone search for a house plan. Somebody is searching for a house plan for two basic reasons. Either he's an architect, an interior designer who's searching for a house plan and then work towards that architecture design or the interior design. That's one option. Second person is someone who wants to purchase a 2 BHK house and he is researching plans. He is an aware person who wants to understand how a plan, how a structure looks like. Now I'll tell you why this is relevant to us. Let's come down to our website. On our website, you can see floor plan. There is a master plan. There is a floor plan for a 2 BHK. There is a floor plan for a 2 BHK with deck, and there is a floor plan for 3 BHK 2 deck. 2 deck, yeah, both 2 decks. So we already have stated plans on the website. And why have we done that? Because we know it is very relevant to the audience. So in this case, whenever you are running an ad, the first headline has to always be a keyword. That's the best practice to put it. In this case, the keyword is 2 BHK house plan, right? What you can do is you can make this thing a little interactive. So I can write looking for a 2 BHK plan. right? Now, I think this is exceeding the character limit. So I just put the formula len and select this. It's exactly 30. So this works exactly well for us. So now what I have done, somebody search for 2 BHK house plan. The first thing that he sees on the ad is looking for a 2 BHK house plan. So I have created that sense of relevance. My next headline. So now we've communicated to them that yes, you are looking for a house plan. We have a house plan for you. So there is a connection that is built. Now what we want to do is we want to build some trust. In these cases where a random person is searching not exactly a 2 BHK but a plan, the best way to do is talk about your strongest USP. You can also include social proof here. So let's go back to this tab and let's see if somebody is looking for a house plan. Flexi Play 50% off stamp duty offer on spot booking. This USPs is something that we won't be able to use. Why is because this is for someone who's thinking about purchasing a house and then wants to avail these discounts and offers. So this is at a very latter stage when he decides to purchase a house. Here he's just looking at a plan, means he's thinking about it. So we want him to think when he's thinking about a house, why don't think about us? So what you can talk about is your social proof here, which is A, it is RERA registered or a 125-year legacy. So let's talk about RERA registered. So here what I can do is headline 2, and I'm going to keep the length formula in place so that we know that we are not exceeding anywhere. All right. So looking for a 2 BHK. So now we are giving them a flow. Godrej. So what I am trying to do, so the basic intention is to give them something with the term Godrej, because Godrej in itself is a brand name. So already it provides a sense of social proof that with Godrej comes that particular legacy of the 2 BHK house, and both of these things combined will be able to generate that click that we are looking for. So like I said, the next thing is we are going to work something out when it comes to Godrej and the legacy of Godrej and yeah, the power of Godrej basically. So basically, 2 BHK homes, 2 BHK homes in Hawaii by Godrej. Now I'm pretty sure. Oh, I figured that this would be exceeding the limit, but no, it is not. So what I have done is I have included 2 BHK home in Powai by Godrej. All right. One of the options that I can use apart from this is also 2 BHK home in Powai by Godrej. So here what we did is we basically told him that there is a 2 BHK because he's looking for a 2 BHK house plan. In this case, I can also remove 2 BHK because the discussion about 2 BHK is already happening. And because he said house, we're not going to put home, we will put house. House in Powai by Godrej. All right. Now, this is a very simple thing which I have thought out with the spur of the moment. If we spend some more time, we can go on refining these characters, these headlines as well. So basically, house in Powai by Godrej is one of the things. And finally, the third headline could be pretty much around the lines of the USP or some benefits that we are talking about. So again, let's come here and look at that. So we said looking for a 2 BHK house plan, house in Powai by Godrej, house in Powai by Godrej. So we said that we are in Powai, we are from Godrej, right? And then get a virtual tour today. So this is a CTA that we can directly use. Get a virtual tour today. So now this person is not very specifically looking for a house, is looking for a plan. So we said, hey, you are looking for a 2 BHK house plan. House in Powai by Godrej. Now this grammatically or as a statement doesn't make sense. So we'll try to modify this a little. So looking for a 2 BHK house plan. Grade 2 Godrej. All right. Now again, we have some characters here left. So I want to include Powai as well. Right. So upgrade to Godrej. Powai. Upgrade to Godrej Powai. Get your virtual tour today. See here, this statement makes sense, and this looks a little bit conversationally. That you're looking for a 2 BHK house plan, upgrade to Godrej Powai, get your virtual tour today. So what I've done is I have resonated with the keyword. So if you remember, quality score here in this case is set. Next thing what I did is upgrade. So I've put up here this psychological sense of own your first home, spacious, upgrade your status. So I've used upgrade to Godrej Powai, right? So what I've done is upgrade to Godrej, and I've given them a location as well, that it is in Powai. Get your virtual tour today. When this person clicks, what is happening in psychology? He searched for a 2 BHK plan, and when he clicked, he said, hey, you know what? Somebody's talking to me about a 2 BHK plan. So it became conversational and very hyper targeted. Second is upgrade to Godrej. So with this, I'm going to have an upgrade, and that will be in Powai, and I'm going to get a virtual tour. What happens is when this flow is established, I might want to click and get that virtual tour now. So this might have a chance in increasing the click as well, right? So there are a couple of more iterations that you can look for. 2 BHK flat plan. So again, looking what I did is put the Powai bit here itself. Looking for a 2 BHK in Powai, I have exceeded the limit. So okay, so let's remove Powai, just put a plan, and we will put the Powai back here or here. Upgrade. Now let's think of something else in this case, right? So what we want to do is we can talk about don't miss on the lifetime offer as well. We can talk about benefits as well, but here again, it's in the planning stage. So we are better off with here. So what I will do is pick this thing, join the legacy. Join the 125-year Godrej legacy. I am trying to see if I can bring this down to 30 again. Join the 125-year Godrej legacy. Not really. All the words are very critical. In this case, what I can do here is just make this. So join the 125-year Godrej legacy. Again, it's a very cheap shot, but worth the try. And again, get your virtual tour today or get your free. So if you see what I'm trying to do here I'm trying to put this word free and your together. So I'm getting something for free. So that's a good sense for me. And when I say your, again, there is a personalization that is being created. And this is certainly going to be in the word limit as well. So what you need to do is for a particular generic category like this, we need to create 3 headlines. We have done 2. In the interest of time, I'm going to do 2 here and then move to core as well, because that's also I want to discuss. Maybe we can do something. We'll take up one competitor as well. So that's why I've just written 2. So what you need to do is you need to create more and more of these. And this has to be a weekly exercise, my friends. So if you have created 3 ads today, let it run for a week. This is something that we will explicitly learn in optimization, but because I want you to have all your assets ready, that's why every week you have to create. First, we create 3 headlines. Then onwards, every week you have to create, sorry, not just headline, 3 ad copies. And from second week onwards, you need to create 2 ad copies. Now we are done with the headline. Let's move to the description. In the description, what is happening is, let's say, for example, here there is an ad. All right. I have read this. Now, this is small in font. This is all your description. This is small in font. So when I'm reading this, I'm actually taking an effort. I'm taking some time out to read this in a fast-paced life. When you're when a person does this, means he's slightly interested in what your headline has to offer, and he wants to take it to the next step. So when you are talking about this, you have to go all in. You have to literally talk about all the features that you have and have to be very conversational in nature. So again, I'm gonna write one description each. So looking for 2 BHK house plan upgrade to Godrej Powai, get your virtual tour today, right? Godrej Properties is RERA registered. What I did was I slipped in the social proof here. Is RERA registered? All right. Or we can talk about 125 years of legacy as well. That Godrej property brings 125 years of legacy. We can start with is RERA registered, which helps you upgrade to the art luxury living. Now again, I'm going to check the length. It's 100. So I'm going to have to remove something. Godrej property is RERA registered, which helps you upgrade to the state of the art luxury living. All right. So I'm going to change the tone of this a little bit. Upgrade to luxury living. With our, all right, so this is just 67. I did the same thing. I just changed everything. Property in Powai with Godrej. RERA registered property in Powai. So I brought everything under the limit of 90. Upgrade to luxury living. So I use the same thing. I talked about luxury living. Instead of luxury living, we can talk about get your dream home, get your first house, all these things. Upgrade to luxury living with Godrej. So what I did is I put the brand name here as well. Again, to tell them, hey, I'm talking to you about Godrej, which you can directly trust. And also I'm talking about RERA registered. So this is giving you a social proof and it is in Powai. So your first headline is pretty sorted. Similarly, write second headline. Dedicate these second description and dedicate this entire section to all the benefits you can give. Now, because he's reading it, the second line as well. So here, okay, coming back here. Enjoy live in pool, clubhouse, theater, and 100 plus 87. So I clearly fit in. Now we'll save this and we will also see how this entire thing looks in an ad itself. But here, if you can see, upgrade to luxury living with Godrej, RERA registered property in Powai. Enjoy the state of art living with swimming pool, clubhouse, theater, and 100 plus amenities. So these are the kind of descriptions that you will write. Of course, you can repeat these as well, but because we have so much data, we can write a couple of these descriptions as well. So we can best to create a couple of more iterations of these as well. Now, in the interest of time, I would like to move to core. Now here, core also has a lot of separate things. So where core is a location, all these can go under one group, ad group, and have one specific set of ads as well, right? So again, just highlighting this here separately so that we know where our bifurcation is. All right. So core, and within core we are talking about location, which is 2 BHK Kharghar, Mira Road, Thane, Borivali, Chembur, Kharghar, etc. So here there could be multiple locations. Whenever we are talking about the location, your headline one has to have your location in it. As simple as that. So looking for. Okay, he's not looking for a 2 BHK, so looking would not make sense here. 2 BHK. Oh wait. Alright, I'm just gonna take this formula again to ensure that I'm in line. Yes, we are. You have to check this for every headline, every description that you write, because once you cross the limit, everything will have to be reworked again, because Google will not accept it at all in the first place. So 2 BHK by Godrej in Powai. We can also mention the name, so it's Highland. So okay, let's continue with this and put it as headline 2 in this case. So basically now 2 BHK by Godrej in Powai. I'm going to figure out one more headline as well. So 2 BHK by Godrej in Powai. So here what I did was I put in the brand name and I put in Powai. Also what you can do is 2 BHK. This I believe is I thought this would work. Looking for in this case, I think I can remove one. I don't think it will be a big grammatical issue. Looking for 2 BHK around Powai. So now even this is something that we can use, because Kharghar, Mira Road, all these are within a 40-kilometer radius from Powai. So looking for a 2 BHK around Powai is something that we will be able to use, right? So we have another headline which is ready. We'll try and keep coming up with more headlines here. But here, the first and the most important thing I did was create relevance. This guy is talking about 2 BHK in Kharghar. I said 2 BHK, looking for a 2 BHK. So we created a relevance because he's looking for a 2 BHK, correct? The next thing is the location. Now I cannot exactly show them Kharghar or Borivali or Thane, because that is going to be wrong. My property is in Powai. But the good thing is, for someone looking for a property in Thane West, when he sees looking for 2 BHK around Powai, he's gonna think, hey, let me check how far is, let's say for example, my office is in Thane. Let me see how far is Powai from my place. And if it is not really that far, maybe I can, think of an accommodation there. And that's when whenever if he clicks, it's going to be an informed click. When he clicks, he will know what is he getting into. And that's something that we want to target. Going to the second headline, we can use the second headline in most of the cases. So here, let's say for example, upgrade to Godrej Power is something that you can use, right? So I am just gonna keep this here as a reference. We can use these two. Join the 100 and 125 year Godrej legacy. So again, these very strong USPs. Let's try and figure out some more headlines too. Right. So this is around location, 2 BHK Thane, 2 BHK Kharghar, etc. What else can we show them that they would want to come to Powai to our location? So here we can talk about benefits. And I think this third psychology bit as well. Now let's see what benefits do we have which will, help me move slightly different from my location. All right. One of the benefits could be space and area. So world-class school, multi-purpose court, again, amenities, medical center, children's people. Okay, these are pretty general in nature, comprises of everything altogether. What we can do is use one of these. National 15 minutes from highway, 25 minutes from Mahape station, hospitals. Okay, so what I can pick from here is Oh, it's gone as far as 54. So first thing is, let me remove conveniently, and instead of located and surrounded by highway, school and station, it's still 41. But even if I put this and instead of that and, it won't come down. Its max come down to, so again, highway, school and station. Again 38, I still can't use this. So I have to try and figure out how to reduce this. Station, highway. All right. What I'm gonna do is clear school as well. Connected to highway station. All right. This is one again cheap shot that we have taken, that because he's talking about Kharghar and we are sending him to Powai. So he sees 2 BHK by Godrej in Powai near to highway and station. So when I say highway and station, so this property is near to Powai highway, Powai station. It's pretty obvious. And if it is near, then the connectivity can be easier and smoother. So I am giving this person a sense of connectivity apart from showing him upgrade and join the legacy as well. And again, here we are talking about a CTA. So let's figure out another CTA. Here in this case, what you can do is you can use this generic CTA as well. Offer on spot booking. You can use this USP as well. So offer on spot booking. Now when sorry, whenever I am reading this, this reads to me as 2 BHK by Godrej in Powai near highway and station. Offers on spot booking. So what I read was, I was looking for a 2 BHK in Kharghar, but what I realized was this is in Powai. It's near to highway and station, and I'm getting some offers on spot booking as well. Let me try move from Kharghar to Powai and see how much difference does it make. So with this person can come down to at least this website and look at this. And here, when he reads more and more of these, like he sees these payment options, he sees the price, he sees how connected it is, he sees all these amenities. In this case, his chances of conversion literally increases. And finally, offers on spot booking. We can just quickly scan through here and see if we have any other offer. 50 plus lifestyle amenities is something that we can put. Lavish 2 BH, 2 and 3 BHK hillside. So yes, lavish. BHK. Again, very powerful. Not clearly a CTA, so it can come here as well. Doesn't really matter. But even if I read this statement, looking for a 2 BHK around Powai near highway or station, lavish hillside 2 BHK. And in the description, we can follow it up with the other things with respect to benefits and USP. So upgrade your living, enjoy state of the art living. We can put more and more of this. So I'm trying to create one more description here. So because this is around location, so this description has to be pretty focused on that. So your first home. Okay, so let's start with, because we are trying to move him from Kharghar to Powai, which is close to that area, but still it is a movement. Let's give him a sense of upgrade. So because we know it's owning your first home. Let your first home be a luxury 2 BHK. Sorry, this is let. Let your first home be a luxury 2 BHK. And let's see how much words we are left with the count. 37 only. Let your first home be a luxury 2 BHK with 50 plus amenities. We still have 55. Let's try to pick some more. So what we have done so far is, with respect to this, I have talked about luxury. Own your first home. I've talked about luxury. So I put two very strong psychological factors. What I have done is, what I have also done is I have spoken about 50 plus amenities. So because I've spoken about amenities, so the benefits come into play. 50 plus amenities. What I can do is here I can give him an offer in the description as well. So here I will just say amenities and enjoy till 85. So now 2 BHK. So again, created relevance with 2 BHK. Godrej, put in a brand name and a social proof in Powai, put in the location. Near highway and station. So we've showed a sense of connectivity. You get offers on spot booking. So okay, it's gotten its attention. And let your first home be a luxury 2 BHK with 50 plus amenities. Enjoy 50% off on stamp duty. So now here what I've done is I've created the sense of first home and luxury. I've created relevance with 2 BHK. I have told him benefits with 50 plus amenities, and I am giving an offer as well. Enjoy 50% off on stamp duty. So again, once this click happens, it is going to be a very informed click. Correct? So these are the ways that you can, put all these things that we discussed earlier into one headline. What I'm going to very quickly do is pick one of the competitors as well. All right, so we have Lodha, 2 BHK, 2 BHK, 2 BHK. Whenever you talk about a competitor, and if you can see here, it is talking about a price as well. Whenever you have a competitor and a price thing together, even with respect to other core things, where it talks about hardcore because it's 2 BHK, but it talks about a price as well. Always mention the price of the property, because this person's psychology is to talk about a price, so he will want to get that price as well. So Lodha Amara 2 BHK price, what we're going to do is, instead of Lodha Amara 2 BHK, we are going to outrightly talk about ourselves itself. Luxury 2 BH Godrej. And just put the formula here, len. Len and give this. So it's 20. So when somebody was looking for Lodha Amara 2 BHK price, Lodha luxury 2 BHK by Godrej, I can put at as well and see if I have that much space left, but I'm sure I do. At, so what is our 2 BHK price? 2 BHK, 3 BHK starting. So always while doing this, don't say at. All right, let's move that to the next headline, because here it will be too big to put this. Luxury 2 BHK by Godrej. Yes, it is exceeding. Okay, by Godrej, it's okay. I hope I didn't cross the length. No, I have. So I don't need to put in the length. So again, Lodha Amara 2 BHK price, I put some relevance when it comes to 2 BHK, right? 2 BHK starting at 7.49, and also always put a star here. 2 BHK starting. So here, because he was looking for Lodha and a 2 BHK at a price, and he's looking for that price thing, so I put him. Why did I put luxury? Is because I needed to, because he was looking for Lodha, I need to tell him move shift to Godrej. So luxury talks about the reason why you should shift. So luxury, you are getting your 2 BHK, because of luxury shift to Godrej. 2 BHK starting at 74.99 because he said about price. And then your third should be clearly, in this case, should be a benefit that we are offering very clearly. So just take outright flexi plan or 50% of our stamp duty, whatever you wish, like flexi plan, so. And this will be in your limit as well. Then again, with respect to description, you are pretty much on your own. Start talking about why, the benefits, connectivity, whatever description you want to try and text, you can start with the benefits, USPs, etc. over there. But the main thing here that we understood right now is that when I'm trying to search for a competitor, which also has a price element, what I did was I put my name, I put Godrej, but because I put Godrej instead of a competitor, I need to tell them why. So talk about luxury, talk about legacy, talk about anything which gives you more strength. You need to put an adjective. So luxury is something that we use. 2 BHK is what they were looking for by Godrej, because he said price. Wherever in these, even in core, wherever you see core plus price, core plus price, core plus price, wherever you see all these things, you have your second headline has to be the price itself. And then the third headline can be a flexi plan. Like I said, a lot of times the third headline does not show, so you can maybe put this in your description again as well. Even if it is repeating, they see flexi plan 2 times, does not matter, it's completely okay. But you need to ensure that this is something, because it's a very strong benefit when it comes to price. So the person needs to see and read this. Cool. So this is how you create headlines and ads and and descriptions, and how you can use the power of these very strong USPs, FOMO words, CTA, psychological factors, words like yours, free, online, etc., and create a very compelling ad. The next thing that we are going to learn is first some things with respect to keyword, which is a match type. Then we will learn how to take these ads and put it in our dashboard. And finally, for the module of Google Ads and ad copies, the most important thing is what we're going to learn is extensions. So stay tuned for the rest of the module.